Hello everybody, welcome to Phoenix Spirit. I hope you guys are all doing well. I was guided to do this reading today for us to check into the ascension energies of what is kind of happening for the collective with the eclipse, the new moon, and the Mercury retrograde kind of happening all at the same time. So we're going to take a look at the activations, kind of what Spirit kind of wants us to know, what they want us to prepare for, as well as maybe what to focus our attentions on. I don't know about a lot of you guys, but I have been feeling the intensity of the energy. So I've been feeling really depleted, really energetically tired, kind of a little bit hard to focus on things, and just kind of stepping into that energy. So we're just going to take a look at some of these oracle cards, and then we're going to pull some tarot and kind of go a little bit further in Spirit's guidance for us. And I'm not an astrologer. I don't pretend to be an astrologer. I understand the astrology behind it, but I do believe the new moon is going into Aries. I do believe that the Mercury retrograde is going into Taurus, retrograding into Taurus, and I do believe that the eclipse energy is in Aries, if I'm not positive. So feel free to look it up. Anyway, so but I just tuned into the energy. We're just going to go into that. So the chakra work that we're looking at is the heart chakra, the expansion. And so one of the things that usually happens around this time around the eclipse, as well as the Mercury retrograde, is relationships tend to come online, especially how we communicate within our relationships. The Mercury retrograde kind of causes sometimes a friction, or at times miscommunication. There's always usually a misfire, but it also brings in an understanding and an awareness within our relationships with others, how we may be showing up or how they may be showing up. I've learned to kind of take a little bit of an observation approach during this time, because usually this is the time that I'm less heard. And it does depend on where Mercury falls in your chart. This is usually a time of kind of inward assessments, I would say. And so when we have the heart chakra coming out, love is the energy, the chakra, the love of loyalty, kindness, benevolence, sharing and receiving, being open to receptivity, being open to receiving gifts, love, abundance that the universe has. But also I'm feeling a block in the collective energy within the heart center. So there could be a block with being receptive to receiving love. There could be a block of those relationships that you may have had that may be kind of coming up online, because my heart kind of hurts. So some people, or some of you guys that I may be tuning in, may be dealing more with heartache, but also I feel a lot of you guys may be seeing loyalty within your relationships, your friendships. You guys may be feeling more, even a connection with animals. You do have the essence of a dog here, and the dog to me always is just a very loyal animal. And so when we have loyalty kind of showing up in the essence of love, I do feel like for those of you guys that may be suffering from some hardships or some heartbreaks or some disappointments, you may be finding those people that are very loyal to you, that are coming through. This also is, a reminder to be kind, but also I feel that there's going to be kindness coming to you as well, for those of you guys that are tuning in collectively. But the heart chakra sometimes goes through a little bit of clearing. That can be a little bit painful to have more of a heart expansion. Okay. So looking at the heart center, I do feel like a lot of purging can be happening as well. So you may be just doing a lot of crying, getting rid of stuck energy for some. This can also be an awareness of maybe some past hurts that could be coming up online. And again, just being open to receiving, which sometimes it could be hard if you're always the one giving. Okay. Yeah, nice. I love this. Okay, so, the activation that's taking place, where it's kind of like what is happening is the ascension process, which I love, because this is what this reading is about, the ascension, your ascension, your journey, you know, and a lot of you guys can feel that next stage, the next level in your ascension process. A lot of you guys may be feeling or experiencing, you know, a change or a shift within yourself to kind of move away from certain situations. And usually, again, this energy can bring all of those things up. It can really kind of just shine a light. Some of you guys, I feel, have been feeling the light code energy, the activations, the cellular activations that I have been feeling coming in for the collective, the light codes. That kind of have been streaming in, you know, and you guys have been getting synchronicities, messages from spirit. You may be seeing rainbows. You may be just having these magical moments. Your gifts may be really coming online, but there definitely is an ascension energy where this is kind of like your rebirthing process for a lot of you guys. Are stepping into that rebirthing, that next stage of the new you that's coming out. The Merkaba activation is a beautiful activation. The Merkaba, which is something that we all have, is our vehicle, is our vessel. And so, you know, my experience with this sacred geometry is it usually has always alerted me that I'm transcending, I'm ascending, and it usually is a vehicle, a protective vehicle that we all are in. We don't get to see it, but we're all in this beautiful vehicle that helps us to ascend, to rise in vibration and frequency. And we hold this energy that it helps us to astral travel, helps us to move up in that frequency and vibration. And so the first card out is the activation, is the Merkaba activation that is happening. And so some of you guys may be seeing this symbol around, or seeing things that are dealing with the Merkaba, or seeing things that are dealing with the ascension process and journey. And this is letting you know that you're rising, you are ascending, you are moving up in your vibration and frequency. And what this is doing is it's causing your solar light upgrade to your solar plexus to expand. That fiery energy, what Aries brings, is fire, activation, action, execution, and also moving through willpower, your fear, your doubt, people or things that may be holding you back from moving forward. You know, really kind of stepping into that essence of the power, feeling more of that sun energy, the vibration that's coming in. And this, I feel, is actually removing some of that stuck energy within the heart center. Is your confidence is growing, your inner will is growing to really stand into your own light, to send, to feel the ascension, to kind of relinquish and let go of the things that you've been holding on to, this things that you've been holding on. It's a lot of that you've been giving and giving and giving and not receiving enough, right? And so that solar plexus chakra, that inner fire, is kind of lighting you up so that you can you know, really step into that next stage of your journey. Some of you guys are moving into new jobs. Some of you guys are moving into, you know, relationships. Some of you guys are moving away from relationships. Some of you guys are relocating or wanting to relocate. There's something that's about really having faith in yourself, removing doubt. And with those doubts, those obstacles and challenges are kind of being removed from this energy. So, you know, this eclipse energy, these, you know, the new moon, the Mercury retrograde, what this is bringing for us as a collective is our ascension, is to rise up, is to have more confidence within ourselves, to move through obstacles and challenges, to really claim love for ourselves and to have loyalty for ourselves. Sometimes we betray ourselves because we are self-sacrificing to other people. This brings us into the Holy Grail, one of my favorite cards out of this deck. Inner discovery, because, you know, when, I don't know, what is that movie? Indiana Jones, right? They were looking for the Holy Grail the whole time, and Indy knew all of the little, you know, codes, whatever. One of my favorite movies. And so he was looking for the Holy Grail, and this chalice was like not a cup that you would think that it was like this, you know, beautiful, gorgeous cup. It was like the most ugly, not the ugliest cup there, but a basic cup. But the Holy Grail, you know, coming in with that affinity symbol, you know, moving into that ascension journey, the solar plexus being activated, you know, it's bringing you into inner discovery, your sacredness. You are what you seek. Everything that you're seeking outside of you is within you. You have the answers that you're seeking. You have the energy the will to move forward, to make those steps, necessary steps. You know, you have the solar light upgrade that's coming in to upgrade you on your ascension journey, to give you more confidence within yourself, to light that inner fire. And with the Holy Grail, your golden chalice, your activation is spilling out all over you, and it feels like this volcanic energy that's getting ready to kind of explode. And this affinity symbol that is here is like that inner sacredness, your inner sanctum, finding more of you, standing again more in your power, your essence, your energy. I feel for some of you guys, Horus coming through, Osiris coming through. Again, that Merkaba, really this Merkaba feels like it's transcending you guys from that root chakra, really clearing out any stagnant energy, moving you into your solar plexus chakra, really activating you, you know, and removing any stuck energy of your heart chakra, to really activate that high heart, to really activate you to your soul star chakra, which is your essence, to your higher self. You know, I feel like some of you guys are fulfilling your soul contracts. You are seeing some of your, you know, your relationships, you know, not dissolving, but seeing that the expiration date has been expired, or the way that you may have dealt with those type of, the way that you may be dealing with relationships, or the people that you choose to have relationships with, or how you go about betraying yourself in those relationships, that you're now going to take a little bit more of your power back, stand a little bit more in your power, right? So this Holy Grail is the inner discoveries, you know, so the journey that the Mercury retrograde, the new moon, and the eclipse is going to be activating for each and every one of us is helping us on our ascension path to really gain more confidence within ourselves, to stand more into our power, to, you know, find our center within ourselves, and to stand more with spirit, that connection, beautiful connection with spirit, you know, and then understanding more of you, who you are, you know, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what it is that you truly want and desire, and really kind of moving into that. It's just a lot of that beautiful golden energy. So I just feel a lot of that soul, you know, solar plexus chakra really coming online for the collective. And that Merkaba is really significant. Energetically, I feel very significant to the collective, okay? All right, so, okay. I'm gonna keep that. So, let's see, spirit animal. I feel like a lot of this cycle is going to be about a 6-week cycle. So I feel like the activation from the 20th is going to go all the way into maybe the mid-month of May. And so I just feel like a lot of these processes that the collective is going to be kind of journeying through, that inner journey to your inner sacredness, to understanding more of yourself and who you are, and you know, understanding that you are what it is that you seek outside of yourself. If it's love, you are love. If you are, you know, abundant, you're already abundant. It's beautiful eclipse energy. I'm saying beautiful eclipse. I'm staking claim in this beautiful eclipse energy. On the bottom, so we have the dragonfly energy, signifying transformation, that transcendence, the ascension, where you're rising. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. That's again what you're holding on to, right? This energy. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. And so, you know, this dragonfly is kind of, you know, flying around these lotus flowers. And these lotus flowers, they come out of the murkiness. They come out of the muck, you know, and they are beautifully blossomed when they finally bloom. And so when they come out of all of the nasty soil and weeds and just everything, and they come up from the water, and they bloom, it's signifying that transformation process. And sometimes we're in the murkiness, sometimes we're in the muck, sometimes we're a little bit still going through the process of being lost, or being going through that transformation process where we haven't fully bloomed yet. So we're like right in the in-between of that bloom, of that ascension, of you rising. And so the dragonfly is signifying the magic, finding the magic in your journey, finding the magic in your transformation process, and what spirit has been showing you to let go of, and where spirit is directing you, and letting go of the past so that you can allow the new you to be reborn, allow the new you to transcend, allow the new you to rise. And so the magic of nature is to remind you to get out of nature, to get out into the sun, to take in the elements of the earth as you move throughout your day, as you move throughout this transition. Again, I'm feeling from April into mid-May. And so I feel like a lot of us are going to be going through this transformation process into our ascension, and we're going to be feeling that rising up towards the end of that. And what this is bringing is that elk, spirit medicine, nobility. It's where we're going to be celebrating our accomplishments. Like you're crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. And that's one of the things that spirit wants to remind you of, is that no matter what you're going through that's related to that heart center, that's clearing the pathway of your heart, that's really activating the heart so that you can reach heightened states of your consciousness, of your higher self, of your ascension process. And so, you know, at the end of this transition and journey, spirit wants you to congratulate yourself, but most of all, congratulate yourself right now in where you're at, what you've been through, what you've overcome, the obstacles, the challenges, the healing that has taken place, the growth that has taken place, the expansion, the lessons that you have learned. You know, a lot of us want to be hard on ourselves because we don't see the big gains, or we don't see the big you know, the end that we may have set ourselves up for. But what spirit wants to remind you is that those small steps that you did, they were big. No matter how you look at that, those were big because they start to set the tone of making those other steps and those next steps. And so that's where spirit is guiding us, is to let go and to courageously and boldly step into this newness, this new journey, this new rebirthing process, okay? And the dragonfly, if you see them, is to remind you that yes, you are still going through a little bit of the murkiness, right? And despite of the murkiness, you are ascending, you are growing, you are transcending, okay? All right, so let's see spirit's messages. Let's see what the Eclipse energy is bringing the collective. You can probably tell my expression. It's good energy. Oh, nice. It's good energy. I love this for the collective, and my crown is going off like I feel like I'm being crowned right now. So a lot of us are going to feel that crowning that the elk medicine brings, the achievement. This is where I'm feeling, maybe where I'm smiling is at the end, is the crowning that kind of is feeling like this taking place, and the King of Wands at the bottom. You know, this beautiful energy, you know, right now a lot of us can be in that hermit energy, that pulling away. So, you know, again, the intensity of the energy can bring you into that hermit mode, that pulling back, that energy of kind of self-reflection, self-evaluation, kind of going within to make these necessary adjustments. The King of Wands reminds me of the Phoenix energy, rising completely out of the ashes, that lotus flower, the bloom, you know, that Phoenix, that the ascension process. And so seeing the King of Wands being like the element of the fire energy, the solar plexus chakra that's being activated, you know, to ignite your inner will, your finding your inner sacredness. And then again, if you're looking at all of the yellow that's here, reminds you of the solar plexus chakra, right? So a lot of us may be healing from some loss, some heartbreak, some disappointments, some things that are definitely in our past. Some of us could be suffering from, missing somebody. Some of us can be suffering from, missing a job. Whatever it is, you may have suffered from some sort of loss that you have been moving through, or a disappointment. Things may not have worked out the way that you wanted it to. But this time, this eclipse energy, the new moon, the Mercury in retrograde is asking for us to take a review. The Seven of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is like, to me, the spiritual calling, right? The spiritual guidance that's coming in. And then the Seven of Pentacles is, looking at what you have planted, looking at what you have focused on, looking at what you have built thus far, and this time, this energy that we're in, this season that we're in, is all about planting the seeds. This east direction, the east energy, which represents the sun, the solar plexus, is all about planting seeds. It's all about also mental challenges, right? Being really caught up in your mind, really second guessing yourself, having that doubt. And so with the Seven of Pentacles is asking, do I need to cut out the weeds, right? That's in my garden. If you think about what you're planting and you think about a garden, what have you planted? In your garden, what have you cultivated? What have you watered? What have you let go of? Whatever you, not put focus in that you wanted to, that you want to kind of like, re-soil, or I'm not a green thumb either person. But, so you're looking at your Seven of Pentacles, and it's kind of like you're focusing on, to me, Six Pentacles that are really being focused here for me. It's really like, receptivity, giving and taking, relationships, jobs. Where has your energy, your resources, your money, your finances, whatever that is, where have you exuded that to? Has it been receptive? Are you giving? Are you getting what you're giving? And my heart hurts again. So for a lot of you guys, you're not getting what you're giving, okay? And this is where some of that disappointment is. And then establishing maybe a new foundation, wanting to rebuild that, maybe wanting to cultivate something new, changing your narrative, right? Sometimes our narrative, how we speak about ourselves, how we speak about our past, how we speak about our hurts, changing the narrative sometimes can start to change where we're being directed to. If we're holding on to the past. And then you have the Magician, right? Manifesting, knowing you have all of the tools at your disposal. And look at the affinity symbol above your crown, right? Knowing that you have all the tools at your disposal. So it's like you guys are wanting to manifest something new, create something new. Some of you guys with the Nine of Pentacles here, right? Your Seven Pentacles is really focusing on that, but your Nine of Pentacles is here. So ultimately, for a lot of you guys, this is breaking free, breaking away, being financially independent, being more stable, being financially stable. This could be a lot of where your focus is at, maybe a new job. But when we look at the Nine of Pentacles, this is the success. This is what we're building, right? What we're focusing our attention on. As our independence is cultivating stability, abundance, the fruits of our labor. And so with that, a Magician energy is like you're wanting to manifest, more independence. You're wanting to manifest more stability. You're wanting to manifest more of what your heart's desire. And then we have the Sun energy coming out, right? With that beautiful sun, the solar plexus, the solar activation, the Holy Grail, right? For blessings and new beginnings. And, for some of you guys, this is very fertile energy. It's a very fertile time, a very creative energy. For some of you guys, it's that Sun energy of focusing on, your abundance, celebrating the fruits of your labor. And so it's like a lot of you guys are looking at what it is you're wanting to create and manifest for yourself in the future right now. And this is what the energy is bringing, is for you guys to focus on what it is that you want to manifest, what it is. And a lot of you guys are wanting to manifest financial stability, independence, self-love, standing more in your power, into your element. With the Sun energy here, this is about fertility. This is about abundance. This is about being able to enjoy that. So for a lot of you guys that are workaholics, you want to enjoy your abundance, right? your new beginnings. And for some, you guys are, you know, wanting to travel. One of you guys are maybe wanting to travel to love. You have the Ace of Cups here with the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is focusing on that Ace of Cups energy, right? You know, and so the Ace of Cups can represent self-love, a new relationship, you know, a reignition of a relationship, you know, but I feel like a lot of you guys are learning to pour into you. Again, this is about you. So you're pouring into yourself, focusing on your own self-love, focusing on what it is that you desire. Some of you guys, again, is wanting to travel, you know, when it's, you know, it's executing, and it's also getting ready to execute that. So a lot of this energy that's coming in for you is the sun, is the fire energy. It's to transmute and to get rid of stuck and stagnant energy so that you can really focus on, again, you, yourself, your Ace of Cups, which is you. Ultimately, it's your Ace of Cups, the holy chalice, right? Where you're pouring out of that holy chalice. You are pouring all of that energy out because you find that you are what you seek, which is love. Ultimately, it is love, and you are love. And so if you can love yourself, if you can accept yourself, if you can, you know, be what people may think is selfish and honor yourself, you're going to have what it is that you want, which is the sun, the new beginnings, the blessings, the abundance. The sun, which is one of the best cards to be focusing on, is every aspect of your life being fulfilled. Okay. And so this is where you're being directed, is to how do you fill your own cup? Right? How do you get to a place of finding your own inner sacredness, of your inner discovery, of your Ace of Cups, that is the Holy Grail, right? The golden chalice. And so it's like you are what you seek, which is love, you know, that heart chakra, expansion, having kindness for yourself, being open to receiving love. And when you're open to receiving love is when love pours in, because you're not holding back. You know, so where are you depleted within your relationships? Where are you being depleted within the circumstances, situations in your life? Where are you being unfulfilled? You know, and for some, you know what it is that you need to do to fill your Ace of Cups. Whether, and for a lot of you guys, the Nine of Pentacles is your thing, is to break free. For some of you guys, again, breaking free from relationships, breaking free from past situations, the way that you may have handled situations, whatever that is standing more in your power, in your element, your independence, financial independence, stability, you know, being who you are, being fertile. Okay. More messages from Spirit for the collective energy. Yeah, you can't beat that. You guys got the sun again. Can't beat that. And the funny thing is that's on top of the Seven of Pentacles, which is what I was talking about, is what you're focusing on, is how do you get to the sun? And how do you nurture that? With the Empress here is how do you nurture that? Right? With the Magician here. The beautiful card is the Empress. How do you nurture what it is that you want to get to your abundance? And for some of you guys, it's moving past your feelings of lack. You have the Five of Coins here, which is, again, a lack, a loss, right? Some of you guys have lost something. Some of you guys feel that there's a lack, or that you don't have it in you to get to the sun. Oh my gosh. But you do. You have the sun in here twice. You know, with the Nine of Swords, it's causing some of you guys some anxiety. The sun is what you want, is what you desire. The sun doesn't have to be anything specific about, you know, but it's what you want, what you desire, what brings the sun energy in, what makes you smile. You know, who makes you smile? The Ace of Swords is there's clarity on how to get there. Six of Wands, success. With the World on the bottom of the deck, right? So a lot of you guys, you know, are transmoving from endings, this ending, the World energy, the completion cycle, the ascension journey, right? You know, it's there. For some of you guys, this is involving travel. This is involving journeying to another location to get to your sun, to get to whatever it is that you want, whether that's a new job, a new home, relationship, whatever that is. It may be a journey for some of you guys, but there is a completion. And look at the end, she's crowned. And it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, you're being crowned at the end, which is exactly what we were talking about here, which is your activation. Where is it? Where is the crown? The crown is somewhere. Oh, the elk, right? You are crowned with the success. And the Six of Wands here is all about success. Look at that, victory. Victory, success. You know, so as you love yourself, choose yourself, you're going to have what it is that you want and desire. This is so beautiful for the collective. I was a little scared. I was like, why? But this makes me happy, because usually with this energy, it brings an intensity and, you know, a lot of energy. But, you know, here again with the Seven of Pentacles here, and even though you're focusing on that Six of Pentacles, the Sun came out again. The Sun came out again, right? With the it's like that chariot energy of movement, of feeling the sun, of feeling the abundance coming for you. And the Nine of Swords came out on top of that. So again, for some of you guys, you're stressed. You're focusing on your sun, your abundance. And how do you get there? Spirit is saying, by focusing on yourself. By focusing on what it is that you desire. No longer being self-sacrificing. Okay? You have the Empress here on top of the Magician, right? The Empress is all about, look at her. What is she handing you? Your cup. Your cup, right? Your Ace of Cups, your Holy Grail cup, your sacred cup for yourself, right? So the Magician, what you're wanting to manifest again is your cup of love, yourself, your abundance. And that's what Spirit is wanting to direct you to, is what do you need? Is to choose you, whatever that looks like to you, right? And so the Empress energy, the mother, is coming to you and she's handing you your cup, right? Are you going to accept it? You know, you're manifesting it, you want it, you're desiring it, okay? And you have to move past this lack to get to the financial stability that you want. With the Five of Coins here, that's a lack mentality, right? Some of you guys are not exerting what it is that you want. If it is that you want to raise, ask your boss for it. Don't hold back. If you feel like you want something from somebody, don't hold back. You know, here's that throat chakra energy that's here, letting us know that the lack mentality is because of your lack of expression of your truth. And the way that you're going to get to the Nine of Pentacles, the way you're going to get to your financial stability, your independence, whatever that is by expressing what you are lacking, what you are needing. And the Ace of Swords is, you know how to go about doing it. Your new way of thinking. And I guess a lot of you guys, I feel during this Mercury retrograde, are going to come into very big clarity of maybe how you have been speaking the things that you have been wanting to come into existence. What you have been co-creating with Spirit has been based upon your energy, your vibrations, your wants and your desires and your needs. And I feel like once you come into that epiphany, right, that understanding in May, you know, moving you into May into June, I feel like that's where the crowning, the victory is going to happen. You're going to feel that transpire, and you're going to feel the ending of the cycle, whatever that looks like, the completion of that cycle, right? But you're not going to be worrying anymore about the sun, because the sun is here. So you're moving away from the Nine of Swords. You're moving away from the anxiety. You're moving away from the overthinking, the mental fog, the mental energy that's been clouding you, because the sun is going to come out and it is going to shine clarity on you. And that's what this energy of the new moon and the eclipse and the Mercury retrograde is bringing you, is an understanding of what it is that you need to do to move into this King of Wands energy, to move away from the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, and the things, and taking claim and how to get the things that you want and desire. Okay. I got some oracle messages for you guys. Ah, the bottom of the deck is self-care. Look at that. Look at that. Your Ace of Cups. Nurturing, right? And look at that. Some of you guys are going to be purging. There's tears. There's water element coming. There's a lot of purging that's going to be taking place from this. But the purging is to heal the heart chakra so that you can receive what it is that you want. And taking care of yourself, honoring yourself, loving yourself is going to be what you need to get through this energy. The first card out is letting go. Okay. And I love this because, again, look at the water. Here's the water element, right? And the water is here, the waterfall, it's there. When we see the water element, it's always emotions. It's always dealing with relationships. The water element brings relationships, emotions, depression, sadness, letting go of things. And so Spirit's reminding you again to let go of your hardships, of your burdens, of carrying the weight of others, of self-sacrificing, of being a martyr, right? God, Spirit wants you to tune into what it is that you truly desire. And by letting go, releasing, surrendering, and allowing yourself to be surrendered into Spirit allows you to allow healing to take place. This new moon energy is bringing you the healing hand. So there's a lot of healing that's coming. A lot of you guys are guided to clear your space, or that is what's coming through. This new moon is activating you guys to clean house, to remove stuck energy, to remove those stuck relationships, those stuck situations, those stuck jobs, whatever has been holding you back. This new moon energy is asking for you to clear your space, declutter, okay? And then there's healing that's coming in. You know, for some, this is dealing with relationships at a distance. And what I mean by a distance is just emotional distance, right? So there is healing, I feel, is coming in. And as you are talking and expressing again what it is that you're lacking, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be coming together with your partner in a more healing way. I also feel like relationships, you know, if you're talking to friends, family, those type of things, this can be where that healing is also taking place. Healing within yourself, right? Healing some of those blockages, coming into unity more with yourself also is coming online, okay? And then the oracle card that's coming out is your sanctuary, which is so funny because that's initially what we're talking about, what you're moving into, what this Mercury in retrograde is activating within you is your inner sanctuary, is for you to feel your own sacredness, yourself, how important you are, how much you matter, your feelings, your wants, your needs, your desires, they truly do matter. And you find more happiness and joy on the other side of that. You find your Ace of Cups. Right? You find your Ace of Cups. You find the sun. Okay? The sanctuary is your inner compass, your inner sacredness, finding your way to yourself, right? And that's coming out again. So it's definitely this, you know, this energy of, you know, evolution, of moving on your ascension process as you're learning to let go, because you are moving into a new part of your journey. The world, there's a completion, there's a crowning, there's a success, there's an ending that's taking place, and it's moving you into more of love for yourself and honoring more of yourself with that solar plexus chakra really coming online, okay? I want to see what some of the emotional challenges are. What Spirit say for collectively. Okay, this is so beautiful because look at this, transforming empathic absorptions, right? So a lot of you guys that are empaths, and I was guided to pull the empathic deck for a lot of you guys that are empathic, because you guys are going to be feeling this energy a lot more intensely than those that are not as empathic as you. And so collectively, you guys are maybe feeling more of that energy. What I love is that you guys are transforming instead of absorbing this energy and allowing it to declutter you. I feel like through this Mercury retrograde, a lot of you guys are going to understand what energy is yours and what is others. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to understand how to disconnect from somebody else's energy, or a bond, or a cord, or an attachment that's there, and learning, oh, this is, you know, an attachment that I'm having. This is why I'm picking up on this person. I'm not really feeling this way. This person is feeling this way. I'm feeling a different way, and I'm learning to detach. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be learning to detach. And I do feel like at the beginning of this transit, some of you guys may be very fogged brain, getting very headachy, very kind of like where you just kind of feel a little bit discombobulated. But I do feel like with a lot of you guys are going to be feeling more clarity coming in and understanding more of your own energy source, okay? And then expressing artistic creativity. And I love this because along with your throat chakra being activated, and as you're expressing more of yourself, some of you guys are needing to express more of your artistic creativity, allowing yourself to be heard, to be seen during this time. Some of you guys may not be heard or seen during this time because of the Mercury retrograde. This this is what it's showing you, is that you want to be seen and be heard for your creative expression. For a lot of you guys, I feel like just getting into creativity can help you move through this transit. So if you're guided to journal, write poetry, songs, journaling, whatever it is, a book, this would be a good time maybe to just sit down and start writing or creating that. But also manifesting at this time is what a lot of you guys are doing. So I feel like a lot of you guys are tuning into your third eye chakra, seeing things clearly, and then it's going to help you guys move into your throat chakra, which is all about our expression of truth. It is our creative flow. It is where we connect with spirit. It's where we hear spirit, where we align with spirit, and we align more to our soul purpose, our reasoning for being here. When the throat chakra is activated and we're standing in our truth, authentic truth, a lot of times our soul purpose is also being activated. And so we become a little bit more clear about what it is that's driving us, why we're here. Okay. So let's see, what else do we have here for more oracles? I'm gonna pull from this deck and see if there's anything else the spirit wants us to know about the Ascension. I'm on here a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hey, hopefully if you guys are rocking for this whole time, then it was needed. I gave you too many cards. Empathic overload on the bottom of the deck. So like I was saying, for a lot of you empaths, you're going to be first feeling a lot of that empathic kind of energy. And I do feel like you guys are really going to know towards the end of this transit what is yours and what is others, and how to detach and to not transforming the energies from absorption. All right, so we have inner dialogue. In order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue, which is what I was saying for a lot of us, is that it's the way that we're talking, our narrative, what we're putting out there with that Seven of Pentacles, what we're focusing on. Are we focusing on the sun? Have we been manifesting the things that we don't desire for ourselves? What narrative are we speaking out to the universe? What are we saying? So are you saying, I'm broke, I'm in a struggle, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm lacking? Or are you changing the narrative from saying that I am abundant, I am okay? So I know when a lot of people were asking me how I was feeling, and I kept kind of expressing my truth, I got tired of expressing my truth. So I started saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And every day I was okay. And even though I wasn't okay, I became okay because my narrative began to change, and then everything else in my life became okay. So when we change the inner dialogue of what we're telling ourselves, what we're speaking to existence, what we're sharing, and we change it to, I am abundant, I am prosperous, I am, money is always flowing to me, I am love, I am lovable, whatever it is, I am magnificent, I am brilliant, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, whatever it is that you feel like you lack, change the narrative of that and start seeing how everything else begins to change around you. So in order for the things to change in your external world, you have to change the internal aspect of that first, okay? We have a starry night. The beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future. And I love this because this is talking about dreams coming true. This is talking about what you're manifesting, what you're putting out there, the Empress energy, that manifestation, right? You know, looking above and beyond what you believe there to be. And then you are worthy. It's time to stop feeling unworthy, unloved, and undeserving, you guys, because you guys are, you're worthy. It's time to stop feeling unworthy, unloved, and undeserving. And it's all about changing your inner dialogue. And this is what a lot of you guys are doing, is giving you guys self-love, because you guys are worthy of your own happiness, of love. You guys are lovable, and you guys do deserve love. And you are friggin' deserving of what it is that you want. Your sun, whatever it is that your sun is, whatever brings that smile to your face, whatever makes your belly all feel good, whatever makes your heart go pitter-patter, right? Whatever brings you joy, that is what Spirit wants to bring you, right? The sun, whatever that is. And you guys are getting ready to complete that narrative. how you guys speak to yourself. Oh, my head. Yeah. That's where that crown chakra is coming in, right? You guys are going to speak and choose you. And this is where that world, that ending of how you speak to yourself, to others, what you're claiming and what it is that you want. Okay. For some of you guys, it's love. For some of you guys, it's real love. Just saying, real love. Some of you guys, it is real. Oh, there's a Three of Swords. We have the Three of Swords out. We have the Lovers at the end, and we have Three of Cups and the Four of Wands in the middle. I want to pull really quick on the... Yeah, you guys, a lot of you guys are being called. Some of you guys, yeah, that Four of Cups energy just came out. So for some, the Three of Swords is related to the Four of Cups, which is, you know, it could just be disappointment, rejection. I'm experiencing something like that. Where the Ace of Cups is kind of trying to being handed to you, but you didn't. It's like you didn't take it, or somebody didn't take it, and that's causing you some sadness. But the Queen of Cups is here on top of, oh, and the Two of Cups is on the bottom. So listen, I didn't pull these cards. I just want to Spirit's last message for the collective, but I'm going to read this in different ways. So listen, a lot of you guys may have been in relationships, and I'm just going to say relationships in general, okay? Relationships with people. And I'm going to say disappointments for relationships with people, right? I feel like for some of you guys may be bored within your relationships because you have the Three of Swords with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups could bring boredom, right? And the Two of Pentacles is here because of some juggling. So, you know, you could be juggling work and different things like that. But there's an imbalance within your relationships, okay? And with the Four of Cups coming out with the Three of Swords here, you know, I mean, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, it's disappointment, okay? All right. Four of Cups is here. If you can see, the Ace of Cups is trying to be handed, and she's like, I'm not paying no attention. I'm kind of focusing on Three of Cups, which is my reunion or what it is that I want. But it's when we have the Ace of Cups here, it's kind of like God is handing us a cup, you know, a love offer. And in a sense, the love offer has been rejected or has been returned. So the love offer can be a new relationship, friendship. The love offer could be a new job, something that makes you, again, happy, okay, that brings you joy. And so it's like you're not paying attention to what God was offering and it was rejected. Or let's say God offered a cup to somebody else and you were involved and you were the one offering your love offer and it was rejected and it caused you some heartache, right? And it's just right now causing an imbalance. But what I feel for the collective is just an imbalance within relationships, okay? So it could just be boredom, it could be disappointment, it could be heartache, it could be, you know, any of those things that relate to relationships, right? And, you know, we have the Judgment and the Emperor coming out together. And so this reminds me for some, you know, dealing with some, this could be dealing with the masculine energy for those that are friendly and tuning in. This can be dealing with, just to me, you know, kind of like, you know, Spirit kind of giving you that push. Like the first card out was the Hierophant with the, what was the Hierophant with? The Hierophant was with the Seven of Pentacles. And that's kind of the feeling here with the Emperor, is not just the Seven of Pentacles, but it's like Spirit wants you to focus on what your goals, what it is that you need to focus on, what it is that you need to move through, okay, to get to the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is usually commitment, it's a relationship, it's a better foundation. So it could be work, it could be relationships, but the Three of Cups being here is celebration. So it's like Spirit wants you to focus on, again, that Sun energy, the Four of Wands, you know, stability, commitment, you know, I'm finding your soul tribe. If it's looking for, you know, those of you guys that are looking for your soul tribe, that's what it is. For some of you guys, this is about focusing on, you know, for some of you guys, this can be for some, this can be resonating for those of you guys that may have been dealing with a rejection in the past. This person could be returning to you, wanting to give you a little bit more. We're going to say the Four of Wands could be more of a commitment, not necessarily a marriage commitment. Could be a friend, like, hey, let's start being friends again, or hey, let's you know, go on a date or whatever it is. Okay, so that could be coming through. The Nine of Pentacles is definitely here again. So that spirit reminding you guys of your stability, your foundation, your independence. Okay, I'm focusing on those things. And at the end, we have the Lovers and the Queen of Cups coming out. And we do have the Two of Cups on the bottom. Oof, with the Ace of Cups. I didn't even see that. Lord, oh Lord. With the Ace of Cups, with the Page of Cups, with the World. So for some of you guys with that World energy, this could be pertaining to somebody that's a King of Wands that you're missing. You know, for some of you guys, if that's tuning in, because we do have the Two of Cups coming in here with the Ace of Cups, which is the Ace of Cups we saw twice, 3 times in your reading, with the Page of Cups, which is about a love offer or romantic or a message. And then on top of that was the World. So that's why that could be for the World. For some of you guys tuning in, this could be about, you know, this ascension, this Mercury retrograde could bring somebody from your past back in. And usually, you know, that can happen. And we do have the Queen of Cups and the Lovers energy. And the Queen of Cups is, you know, if you're looking at love, it could be somebody that has these deep feelings for you, loving feelings for you. Intuitively, they're tuning into those feelings with the Lovers energy. This also can mean, just with the Lovers energy, just being intuitive about those relationships and not being self-sacrificing, because the Queen of Cups can be self-sacrificing. For those of you guys that this is not with a relationship, this is more of you. This can be about pouring into you, loving yourself. And the Queen of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, loving on herself. She can also be self-sacrificing within these relationships. So this could just be being mindful with the Lovers energy to find the balance of loving on yourself and giving love, not being self-sacrificing. And the Two of Cups for those can just be, you're going to find more balance, emotionally more matured relationships with others in this coming up season. And this is where Spirit is wanting to direct you guys into. So it could be like, for a lot of you guys, the relationships of your past that were unfulfilling are going to be moving into a direction of fulfillment. Okay, and let's see the last bit of oracle message that Spirit wants to leave you guys with for this collective energy. Oh, I love it. Beautiful energy, you guys. I love it. Okay, so the lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess, here for this so-called the gather. And again, I feel like this is the ascension portion, right, where a lot of you guys are moving into that ascension of being called to love yourself, being called to claim yourself. And for some, you know, the Two of Cups is here to love whoever you want to love, right, freely and whatever. For some of you guys, this can be just loving on yourself. But we do have the rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. And I mean, I could not stress that enough, but this being the last oracle card out, and this is what it's saying to you guys, that you are deserving of love, you're deserving of your joy, you're deserving of your happiness. And this is what this energy is trying to move you all to, is to remember that you have a right to whatever it is that you want. Emotional, fulfilling relationships that are reciprocal, right? That are reciprocate, that are even. You guys have the bloom. Creations realize, right time, harvest, and celebrate. And you guys are going to have a celebration. You know, you guys are going to be, whatever it is, this is the right time for love. This is the right time for loving yourself. This is the right time for choosing yourself, what it is that you want, the bloom. And so remember, I was talking about the lotus hasn't bloomed yet, and you're getting ready to have that bloom, that transformation. And then the last one out is the return. A new story. You decide, alignment. It's coming together. So Spirit is going to give you an option of that Ace of Cups, that Holy Grail. Again, it's like an offer from Spirit, right? Here is your Ace of Cups. Here is what you've been waiting for. Here is what you've been wanting. Here is what you've been desiring. That job, that promotion, that move, that relationship, that love, whatever it is. Here it is, right? The return. You can write a new story. You can decide to change your narrative. You can decide to claim your love. You can decide to claim what you're worthy of. You can decide to claim what it is that you deserve, and be in alignment, because once you are in true alignment, everything is going to come together. And then your rose completely blooms and it blossoms, right? It just makes me want to cry. Nice energy. I don't know who I'm reading for. Give me feedback, but let me know you hear me. But even if it's for myself, it's just beautiful, you guys. Just absolutely beautiful. All right, we're going to look at some affirmation cards. Messages from your starseed family. Free spirit. For those of you guys that rock with this free spirit, to be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. So being a free spirit, right? Claiming yourself, being who you are. Who you are. Light. It's time to reveal your radiant light to the world, so stop hiding it. For those of you guys that are holding back and hiding your light. Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. For those of you guys that are channelers and holding your light back, this is to remind you to stop doing that. Truth. See your light. Know your power. Have the courage to walk your truth. And I was saying that I was feeling that with the activation of the Merkaba, right? Your light. And the Merkaba also, for those of you guys that meditate, if you have not, ask to see your light body. All right, truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. I already said that. Okay, and the last one out is freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow, to expand. You guys are getting ready to have a huge expansion. Again, watch out for the dragonflies. Anyone have a dog or see a lot of dogs are coming in, self-care is going to be major during this transit. Choose you. Choose you. And last one. Thank you. So message from the divine is Spirit, God, whoever you believe in, always wants you to remember, I am blessed, a living and loving expression of the internal union. Again, what you're seeking that is outside of you is already within you. I acknowledge and accept emotions. For those of you guys that will be purging, please accept your emotions as they rise within me without prejudice or judgment. Hold no judgment, because these purging is supposed to happen to remove a lot of that stuck energy, because again, I feel like your vehicle, your vessel is moving you into alignment with your soul star chakra. I open myself to new experiences and honor my body with love and respect, you guys. So I love this. Be open to new experiences. Be open to what Spirit is bringing you guys in through this transit. Even after, I feel like a lot of these things may be occurring really after this energy. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you're moving into that healing journey so that the Two of Cups, your soulmate, your love can come through. For a lot of you guys is to have more of a balanced relationship. For a lot of you guys is to get into a promotion, to get that raise, you know, to be a business person, to move through your transformation process. Whatever it is, you are all ascending, you are all moving into the next phase of your journey. And a lot of these is ending. You know, a lot of these chapters are ending, and a lot of these are holding expiration dates. So just tune into, again, what's coming up during the Mercury in retrograde, what Spirit is showing you, you know, and again, some of these things are reminders of the things that we need to move and to adjust through. And they shine a light on what it is. And a lot of us, for this transit, it really is about focusing on yourself, pouring into yourself, loving on yourself, knowing that you are deserving of love and that you're worthy of everything that it is that you desire. You guys have the worthiness coming out a few times. You guys had the love coming out a few times. The world came out a few times for you guys. So a lot of these repetitive messages are to remind you guys to love on yourself, to be loyal to yourself, to no longer betray yourself, to no longer be self-sacrificing, to really step into your power and honor what it is that you truly desire. All right, you guys, I am wishing you guys all a beautiful transit, and I will see you guys on the next reading. Have a wonderful day, and sending you guys all many hugs and blessings. Remember to trust the process and trust the journey.